winding Wreck up's fun. Well, you know, he took the whole thing very seriously.
I'm sure you would, yeah.
Looked into, you know, that alt account there with the Rogue, and who's a guild member, and I started messaging him today. The sad thing was, he was AFK, so I didn't get a response.
I think that's a rebound troll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to run the slightly healing build or not, Sly?
It's entirely up to you, honestly. It doesn't make much of a difference to anyone else, really. I just spam my buttons. I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that Paragon build with the one guy that I beat yesterday. He had a pretty good Paragon build. I don't know what it was. I can't remember his name as well. Builds that I found aren't great, but then again, I guess his gear was probably a lot better as well.
Always help.
But running in blue greens. Scrub.
It's the essences, which can be annoying to get.
Been running the Temple of Ananke rubbish today. Feeling that, jeesh. Bunch of buttons.
Welcome to the Tartaric Depths, mortal destroyers of fate.
You
The
guys run so fast. I
deepest
haven't got any
prison
run.
in all of flame.
You've got all of your PAXP
PAXP
spent.
have sealed
Oh,
away
no,
our
no.
worst enemies throughout the ages.
want to see something funny?
Unsealed it when you
Yeah, the
surrendered
Primalist
to
support spec actually has this ability where it forces everybody to run super fast.
complicated
Oh, you said-
relationship over the
The
years.
thing is, I don't know how to play it.
Just run super
Okay.
fast.
Let's rock and roll.
With the goddess returning, we must end that division. There is no room for dissension.
I do have a spec for it though. It says basically you press one button.
Why am I not in? I don't understand. I didn't get an invite.
Holy dragons.
Ah. But I can join instance by right-clicking on the thing. Could someone just, you know, summon me to save on the
Yeah.
wastage of time?
My rage shines like the sun.
I'm assuming it's because I was breaking some shit in my bag up, and therefore I got two notification windows at the same time.
We got one guy called Link dead.
Mortals. Worse than the terrors that found me. I will raise their kingdom. I will read your world.
Flying it in or everybody have.
Hang on, Tour is either DC or he's just standing outside.
No, I think he's
He's
DC.
He's about to properly DC now, so he might reappear in a second.
Just increased everybody's damage and healing by 2%.
That's
I'm
nice.
4% healing. Is he in?
That-
Whoa! What you got?
Just
Sarah?
put my new quick power essence in. But I can't now, so I haven't got my token boost gear pieces on. Which is a fucker.
to his.
Feast here. There's a
Feast.
feast here if anybody wants one, by the
Can't
way.
pick it up.
Oh, I got the feast.
Yeah, you haven't though. Look.
Oh.
It'll let you do the cast, but it won't actually let you pick it up. This fuck you brought to you by Try On Well.
Yeah, I just upgraded my crit power essence. So with a feast on and my proper essences and my proper gear in place, I now have 39.3% crit power.
Nice.
Wow.
So I only need another 80 crit power and then I'll be at the 40% cap.
What's the number?
The number is 9,000
Right.
with 40% cap.
You're never going to hit that anytime soon.
If I get one more better crit power essence, I'll have enough crit power to be crit power capped. That'll be nice. Are you crit power capped yet, Raz? Or have you
No.
put different frags in? Because you've got more crit power on your essence core than I have. Have you gone for different frags?
Going for different frags.
I've got a lot of crit power on my frags.
Why were you asking if I was alright there?
I don't know, you were just taking some damage. Yeah. Like, I don't know, spam more buttons. I don't know.
Pray.
Pray to God, pray to God.
Use
It's a
the
good film.
Schwartz. Brought to you from the same people who brought you We're Men. We're manly men. We're men in tights. Tight tights.
No. That's not the same.
We've moved from Mel Brooks to Monty Python.
Isn't it Monty Python? Oh shit. not-
No, so we're talking about Mel Brooks, the Spaceballs movie.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
I have got it.
Whoa, dragon.
So that's the going back to the middle thing. So if you don't do that bit quite as fast,
Yeah.
he's still sat in the middle, and yeah, unpleasantness
Wow,
happens.
I was on 83k there for a sec. Using 98k.
Cool. Same plan as yesterday.
Burning lands will
What, have me go in melee, yeah?
Yep.
So I'm going to off-tank it in my DPS gear.
Oh, let me just give you the buff before.
Revelations of Carlias Dajala 2-3. Since we parted ways after our little adventure together, things have changed.
I'll put that in the feast when we get down there, because my feast has now disappeared.
Minimum 900k.
Yeah, I think that was for the off tank though.
Wow.
Yeah, don't apply if your tank doesn't do a minimum of 900k DPS.
I forgot to give you an assist as well. Oh, proper feast.
Yeah, they're asking if you want him to go off tank.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Ah! Ran
Yeah,
straight past you.
Yeah, well, my off tank charged past me.
My off-tank charge passed because somebody else had thrown a fireball at it before it got moving, before anybody else had hit it. A fireball
give me a sec,
definitely
shit,
flew over my head.
I think I got it.
Yeah, somebody else had thrown a fireball towards the boss. So I thought, you know, in tanking vernacular, it's time to move, isn't it?
Oh shit.
Okay, I can't do that again in a hurry.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
I am very carefully watching my stacks here.
I'm still buffing though, sorry. Just get it up.
It's alright, Spider is dead.
So I have a buff that I can put on somebody called Righteous Mandate,
The eyes that
which doubles the amount of healing that I do on them from my standard heals that I do when I hit stuff,
burn to
but also allows me to use my full heal cooldown on me and give 50% of that onto them at the same time,
Oh.
which means I can throw a 200 and... was it about 260... no, 280k heal onto Azure,
It's those
which
You,
helps.
get,
interfere with
you see how fast people are moving for a second then?
God.
So
Was that the
fast, I
primary
didn't even
support?
see it.
Well, it only lasts 8 seconds, don't it?
If they were to release
Well, I don't know, I can last longer than that generally.
don't listen to
Not what your wife says.
what he says is lies.
No, generally what my wife says is, fuck off, I've got a headache.
Yeah, whoever it was that just threw the blue fireball over Thun's head was the same one that Ninja
that's,
pulled.
that's a latent ability. It won't actually go off until 3 seconds after it's been
That,
fired.
that was what triggered me to get moving. There was a blue fireball had flown over my head and hit the boss.
It's Warrior.
That was
It's
you.
Tempest ability.
That was what, sorry?
Probably tour. Whoa! Bird! Shit, there's
Dead.
a white thing.
Dead.
Save.
Wait. Don't have to worry about that.
Have to worry about which.
I don't know, there was a thingy up invading people.
Yeah,
Void.
yes, you
Void,
do need to
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about it.
I don't always see it, so if it's there, just yell void and I'll switch my DPS across to it. It doesn't last long, but I hadn't spotted it. It always spawns in the same place, which does make it a bit easier to know where to watch for it.
actually choose to release it. Turns out I know.
Boys.
Destruction. My lies are a prison you will never escape.
Or kill a boss.
To the last one. That's when they all decide to fuck it.
and the 3 fallen messengers.
Or just, you know,
denied
activate Thun going to do heal every other other global cooldown.
Aviak's work.
Did you get the speed boost just then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something speeded me up.
Harlias Dajala, 517.
I think it's going to fall off in
Yeah, it's
2,
gonna fall off.
1...
No.
No.
Allies to be found
Yeah,
here.
but it gets you through the corridors faster.
Yeah,
Fun.
it is quite funny.
The
Where's our
Enigma.
friend from yesterday that was complaining about the run not being
Once
fast?
you presided.
Or he was putting his own group together for this. Or something else. No, he was looking for runes, wasn't he?
As a plan.
He was
Yeah,
grumping
no,
that
he
there
was
were no
putting his own
runes on
group
the
together
auction house.
yesterday.
Prophesied out.
There's no runes on the auction house because, given you get rune unsocketers in your boxes periodically, people tend to make one.
Raz,
that's
you don't
Raz.
need to do that. I've got no abilities now.
To our creation.
Fire off.
Tenebrians.
I just thought it was funny.
Lathiax sent any other immortals that helped
When my ability bar completely disappears, and so do I know that that's probably a primalist up to no good.
by the mortal assembly. Your essence.
then by process of elimination,
There is only one of those in the raid.
You shouldn't have broken your favorite prophecies.
Oh my goodness, no, 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 no!
Take new form.
Wah, wah, wah.
You need 5 people to actually survive that.
But even she can't do it alone.
Then you're gonna have to heal for a sec,
Now
mate.
she won't have to.
yeah, can't
Colours.
do that as anywhere near as effectively on this one.
What color am I?
Colours.
These unruly dragons
That saved our life, whatever you did there.
What?
Someone gave us a speed boost.
Surely one in yellow.
Raz did.
Whoa, that's crazy fast.
Dragons gives me life.
Come on, more deeps, more deeps.
Push the face change.
I figured out what's going on wrong with this spec.
Yeah?
I lost my Cruel alerts for it. I've lost my Cruel alerts for this spec.
Manifestation of my
All
And
fun.
again.
To cue it straight in.
That's what I've just tried to do.
Jules, I think, is left or is leaving. Yeah, 2 left.
Good left. Well, we can just AoE summon the people when we get to the top.
mortal destroyers of fate. The deepest prison in all of flame.
Pretty cool though. Which one is that? Is
Whoopsie.
that the
Have
pixel thing?
sealed away our worst enemies throughout
Oh,
the ages.
that's very funky. Been sitting here
Until
coloring it
you
the whole
once
time.
sealed it when you sundered Mount Pyre and released it. We've had a
Well, that will put me up to. I've got 24k
Well,
now, so
I'll
I
let
only
you
need
buy
another
that.
36k.
with the goddess returning. We must end that division.
And then another 80k after that.
Room for dissension.
So you can do that. in
Could I
7
just
seconds
stay in
later.
support, even though I'm only going to put like 200k?
Yeah, it was speeding the overall whatever up. You'll make Azure hit harder.
Not from you mortals, not from unruly dragons.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
With the elementals, bring him to the ground.
Yep, summon.
Chain him in living flame. Fire!
Oh, that's awesome.
Fools, you cannot diminish me here in these depths. My rage shines like the sun. Not restrained.
Charge!
Yeah, have a primal, have a mage weapon, eternal.
Who is this?
We've got
We've got all
everything.
of them.
Oh, geez, like.
House. What?
Yeah?
Yeah?
We're not buffed yet.
No, I'm just.
Still like stuff last. I mean, the dragon went up in 14 seconds.
Well, I thought it might be novel for me to pull first.
Spoil sport.
Well, I don't get to go on the pull very often. Anyone else get a very big lag spike there? Yeah, rock on next week when after one more Phoenix kill, the AoE heal that I'll be able to put out will have gone up to something in the vicinity of 140 to 160k rather than the 100k it's doing at the moment.
Hey, we got 2 ads up, guys. Snap.
Or they just spawn at the same time.
Standing right in front of it?
Yeah, standing in front of a large angry boss that cleaves. I think actually he stood in red shit as well.
Right, it's not working.
I'm great until there's nothing to hit and I've used all of my convictions and then, yeah.
How quick was that? I'm charging your... Sorry? So make sure you charge it. Yeah. I think once it's charged, the battery that thing is inside. How is that?
When you fast dragon land so I can hit you.
I lost my cursor.
Yeah, there's no real point in moving him, he's gonna die.
Keep using charges and I'm not getting anything, man. It sucks.
Yeah, it's just part of the lottery. You're getting intel though.
Regions
Yeah.
of the
And the other thing to say though is if you use a charge, you get currency. If you don't use a charge, you don't.
You get the
So
intel, you
you
just don't
are-
get the...
Well, not just he's racking up raid currency every time.
Yeah.
Which means not only could you buy this level of gear, but you could buy yourself potentially the next tier up's worth of
Oh, so
gear
hang
because
on.
they all use the same currency.
Which one is this? I've got 6k intel, that's obviously not a lot.
No, not intel. The raid currency is
Yes,
ethereal
raised.
shards.
Aerial shards, 5,000 of those, man.
Okay.
As are you tanking again?
Yep.
I mean, given the size of the boss's fucking hitbox, why do the melee need to stand that close?
I've
So
got to be
special.
within range to keep
No,
Yep.
no, not you. Look,
No.
look to the right of the boss under
There
its
are
legs.
three
mate.
melees stood
Oh,
pretty
right.
much under its legs. There's no need for that at all.
the little green line that's going to come up right about then.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, mate, you can stand directly behind me. That's not a problem. The thing is, where they're stood, actually, it's debatable whether I'm nearer or they are.
You'll know very quickly who's nearer, but yeah.
But there's no need to take that degree of risk.
Oh, what is that? I got something. An accessory! Yes! An upgrade!
Why?
Sigil of the Void.
And the eyes that have seen the
Yeah,
tapestry of fate shall
Cool.
be put out,
This looks funny.
and all shall burn together. Revelations of Carlia Stajala 3:7. Tarjulia was the weaver of Aya's tapestry. When the Alaviax fell, she persecuted us.
Oh, look, sister. It's those mortals that would interfere.
You guys doing
with
Christmas
plans
Eve presents
raise
tomorrow,
the
or
dead.
do you do it on Monday, or
Monday.
wait for me?
We'll have
don't pull.
we'll have Thun's parents over tomorrow. So we should probably won't be online tomorrow evening.
Mock.
Yeah, I've got him.
Sly, which summon have you got?
Blaze Roll.
Okay, that's the last one.
Almost. AoE Taunt was on cooldown.
It is by far my finest.
Bitch is dead. Just in time.
You got one done. Ha.
/point/. When the guy's on the other side.
At some points the laser beam's reversed, you've got to keep an eye on them. So sometimes one arm kind of gets a lot shorter and then all of a sudden the direction reverses.
Or it goes around twice as fast.
Now then. Now,
That was me.
Sly.
Please, up.
Big thing's dead. Doesn't last long once I know it's there. A few crits on it and it's dead.
There we go.
Destruction. My lies are imprisoned. You will never escape.
What?
No, you just
I
healed.
would have helped you if you had let me live.
Well, once everyone's taking big chunks of damage, I can do 100k on everyone every other global cooldown.
And the Alaviacs were cauterized.
Spam it.
Revelations of Carlia.
So how much more
So-
intel do you need, Raz, to be able to send the upgrade thing to your main?
Back, mortal. There are no allies to be found here.
2.3k.
Fire.
Cool, that's probably what, another couple of runs? You've got a pot going.
Guys,
Yeah.
I am unfortunately out after this one. I need to get some Z's
Once
any day.
you presided over the
No worries.
mysteries of your
Time's
universe.
about.
Why do you tend to do presents on Christmas Eve then?
No, we
For us
did
all.
presents this evening because
A
it gets really late, so we
prophesied
actually already done
outcome.
presents. We're like, oh, we can't
Ebrian
wait.
We
invaded.
normally do one at midnight or close to midnight.
I want to sleep.
Enslaved and imprisoned, you were taken
Most people
Sleeping's
fall-
overrated.
by
Finding a few more bodies isn't too difficult.
Yeah, just remember one of them needs to be the healer.
immortals that helped to enact her will.
My almost just ran into fire.
Well, I think I dropped it on him, to be fair.
Your essence. For you mortals. You shouldn't have broken all her favorite prophecies.
Wait.
But even she can't do it alone. And now she won't.
Flee like a
Oh.
bitch!
Crap, this is far. Where's the
Okay.
speed? Where's the speed?
The mantle
Cool. So Raz can heal if I can't pick up a healer.
We ran out of speed, but we've got some crystal meth.
sacrifice.
Ooh, that was hurty.
I'm in
Ow.
the circle.
I'm in the circle as well and I'm dead.
No.
Granted I was slow getting in the circle, but...
Yep.
Get us you.
Saint moved in from Gunner's place by the server.
I was going to say, what the fuck? We had to do the hide thing, and I was like, yeah, okay, we didn't actually have to do any of the mini dragons.
You know, at least this way all the DPS, except the little bit on the pillar, goes on him rather than on two dragons. One of which heals if you don't interrupt it.
Wow. That's the pick damage.
Why?
I don't like it. Right, let's see what we got.
Hop out then, Sly.
I got a plate
As
chest.
the new pantheon of outcasts arose, the apostates of Talara appeared in the prison
Thank
of
you.
the Alavians
Goodbye.
to demand a divine
Eh.
sacrifice. And as the Avatar Malinon,
I got 14 minutes on my pot, so I can do another one if you want.
god of the
My pot's run out, but I don't mind doing more.
darkness,
Right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cool.
Well, if not, I'd quite like to find a Nightmare Rift and
Yazdajala, 5
try and grind up